welcome to another edition of Paydirt Remote. My name is Michael Washbourne, Senior Journalist with Paydirt Media. And today I'm joined by Predictive Discovery Managing Director, Paul Roberts. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Michael.
Paul, whenever we do get the opportunity to catch up, you've always got a big smile on your face, but your grin is particularly wide at the moment. Tell us about this new discovery you've made in Guinea and also the fantastic market reaction that's come on the back of that.
We identified areas within Guinea using our proprietary method, exploration targeting method, which we call Predictive, and this was among some targets that we identified. This is an area with no, as far as we're aware, no previous exploration, some artisanal mining on it, we've done geochemical work. Obviously, we've done some geological work. We've done power auger drilling, and really following up the power auger drilling, we've done this aircore program, aircore RC program, particularly on Northeast Bankan. We've also done some drilling on the Bankan Creek prospect as well. The key change was when we published the power auger results, which we published initially in late February, and then we followed up with some additional results in March, where we've identified this large anomaly at a quarter-gram cutoff. And quarter-gram cutoff is not the cutoff people normally use for geochemical results. And within that, we got initially up to 8 grams and then up to 11 grams out of these power auger holes. So we thought that it was a pretty special anomaly. And what happened is, of course, when we drilled it, we found that it was better than we had reason to expect. And then we did this aircore RC, actually nearly all aircore up on Northeast Bankan, and we get this extraordinary intercept to 46 meters with 6.6 finishing and mineralization and a lot of other thick intercepts. So, and what's interesting about this particular discovery is we haven't drilled the full extent of the anomaly, and that's mainly something that we need to go back and do. But it's open along the lines, on all the lines. We haven't really got to the edge of the system. Given that we didn't actually get so much market response from the power auger results, we didn't, even when we got these results, we knew they were very good. Even we got them, we didn't expect to see this quite extraordinary response. I mean, I think it's fair because this is a new discovery. New discoveries don't come along very often. However, we didn't expect the market would be as kind to us as that. And of course, we got this, well, I think, as I understand it, the highest rise on the ASX in the past 3 years, a single day rise in the past 3 years.
Yes, well, obviously, as you mentioned there, it was a 733% rise on the day that you put out the announcements. A fantastic result. What does a reaction like that do for a company which has, I guess, been active as long as you have been in a region such as West Africa?
I mean, I think that up until this point, the compliment that people would give me is well, you've been very persistent. And I think that this is evidence that persistence pays. That I've always believed that we could create wealth for shareholders through greenfields discovery. Obviously, I didn't expect it to take a decade to get to this point. It's a tough road, but if you're persistent and you've got the right strategy and you keep your costs under control, and I think that we've demonstrated we can do all of those things, then success will come. And obviously, I'm very pleased by that.
And coming back to Kaninko, where you've had this fantastic discovery, what's the next phase of work that you're able to undertake?
Well, step number one for us, and that's partly because of rig availability, is to get a power auger rig back and start defining the rest of the system. So, I mean, when you have a look at the map, you see this thing which is roughly 300 meters wide, 450 meters long, and it stops abruptly to the north and south. The 46 meters of 6.6 grams is right in the southeast corner there. So plainly it's open to the south. Indeed, there's possibility of mineralization to the east of that hole as well. So what we need to do is we need to expand the power auger coverage that we've got over a much larger area to see just how big this thing is. It's obviously a very effective technique, and it's also cost effective and enables us then to go on to the next step of using a different type of drilling technique like aircore or RC to actually explore the rest of it once we know where the rest of it is. Secondly, we've drilled about half, less than half, I think, of that 13-hectare anomaly. So we've got to go back there, and we've got to essentially extend the grid on those 80-metre lines over the full 300-metre width. So there's a reasonable amount of drilling to do with that. And then thirdly, of course, we've got to drill at depth. So we've got to see what's underneath it. And then possibly we need to do some more drilling down at Bankang Creek. Once we see the Bankang Creek results, we'll make an assessment of that. But, right now, the bigger prospect is clearly Northeast Bankang, and that's where a lot of our focus is likely to be. The power auger rig is there, and so, drilling's imminent on that, so that's good, so we can get underway. But certainly, as soon as possible, we're going to get back there with either F or RC to do those things, to extend the drilling within the anomaly, to drill a depth, to drill along strike, potentially to drill underneath Bankang Creek, depending on the results that we get there. And obviously we'll announce all of those things as they come along. But our motivation is to drill as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and obviously we're moving on to doing that.
Well, you're certainly going to have a lot on your plate over the next little while. Paul, thanks very much for joining us today, and all the best for the rest of the year.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much, Michael. It's a pleasure. Always.